I did. I mean, I've had good times here, mate. I really those first few years, especially when we were rising through the leagues, it was really good.
So you're back here for a couple of weeks, Nick, back from Florida. What's brought you back here?
Well, I had to come back and have the 50th anniversary of Southampton's Cup win. So I had a few events concerning that. It fortunately coincided with Southampton playing at Wembley in the semi-final against Man City, which they were a little unfortunate to lose in the
Hmm.
end. And I've been doing a few other things, meeting a lot of old friends, and that has been great fun.
Over 500 games for Southampton, FA Cup winners medal. I think better than that. Over 200 games for Salisbury's manager. A couple of very famous FA Cup runs. What was your fondest moments of being here at Salisbury?
I think it was firstly the friendliness of being around here. The chairman, Nev Beale, and his bucko and Stu McGlashan, they they made it a comfortable place to
Mm.
work with, and that was always nice. I really enjoyed. I never understood non-league football before I came down to start here, and uh, I soon realised that getting the players in at 7 o'clock on a Tuesday and Thursday evening um, was quite difficult for some of them because they had full-time jobs and stuff, and they were coming from areas that might be 60 or 70 miles away. And so all of a sudden, I started looking at that and saying that their hunger to play football for a small amount of money um, would deserve everything they get, sort of thing. So I just enjoyed the kids, and I always signal out Scotty Bartlett and Wayne Turk as the main ones to look to, because although Wayne could sometimes try to get lost in training sessions, I must admit. He always turned up on Saturdays and gave 100%. Scotty was the most enthusiastic lad I'd ever seen for that. So those sort of things remain deep in my memory, and that was good. As far as occasions, the big one I would have said to do it initially at Sheffield Wednesday was great, but the second one to have Forest and be live on TV twice
Mm.
was very enjoyable.
I often say to new Salisbury fans that's such a deep memory for me personally, but any old Salisbury fans of going to Notts Forest or the game here that we had at 1-1 was yeah, you don't forget those memories as football fans.
Yeah,
Um,
the game here. I remember having to do BBC interviews because interviews I hated anyway. But
Sorry about this.
yeah, the Lawrenson said we had to do more at half time. I remember that, and he was right, and we did, and we fully deserved the replay.
Yeah, we did.
And I've got to say, we played really well up at Forest. I mean, we could have. I remember Simon Brown had a great chance to put us one up with a header, and goals change games anyway. So we played well. We created things. We had a go at them. We made chances. They made chances. I know they had a really quick forward called Tyson
Tyson,
at
he was the
that
one that
time.
scored here, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it was always dangerous. But as a team, we played really well. It took the cup games took its toll, as they quite often do with your league form for a little while, but we got it back in the end anyway, so that was good.
You've mentioned a few players there, going back from Wayne Turk, Scotty Bartlett. I mean, the one on tip of my tongue was Matt Tubbs. But was there any players?
Tubbsy was great, man. He really was, and his partnership with Salesy.
Oh,
was the best, certainly the best in the league that we were at the time,
mm,
and higher. They were a pretty special partnership.
they were, yeah.
Mm.
I've never seen anyone head a ball like Paul Sales did.
Sales, you'd have to go to the top pros. When you look at them nowadays, the people that hang in the air and score. Calvert Lewin is probably one that hangs in the air now. In my day, Southampton had a lad called Ron Davies, a Welsh lad, who just hung in the air at the far post and could nod those balls. And Salesy had that,
Yeah.
and yeah, you know those people are worth a lot of money to
Mm,
do that.
few.
Oh yeah, okay, okay. But you made it more like the yeah.
Has it changed at all since you were here?
No, no. I mean, you've individualized. The sauna's gone, which was a pain in the arse anyway. Um, we had a we had a hot tub in here, I think, didn't we?
Yeah, so we
That's
just have the
gone,
old
isn't it?
cold plungers in there now, which they
We've got
use.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the way it is now, isn't it?
Remember doing many team talks in here?
Yeah, yeah. I threw a few F's at a few people in here, man. It's the only time I swore when I was involved in football, I must admit. But I don't think my lad had ever heard me swear till he came in this dressing room, and I started giving him full barrel sort of thing.
So Ali, our new owner, his goal is to reach the football league. What would that mean to you? How would it be a proud moment for you to see
It
Salisbury as
was
a football club reaching the football league? Was that
it
something
it
you tried?
was it was obviously what was in the back of everyone's mind. You had to take it a step at a time. But
Mm,
yeah, there was always whatever league you're in. It don't matter whether you're in Division 7 or Division 2. You want to get to the next league. So when we were playing conference football, that was our main aim to get to the next level, which would have been League 2. So it's always there, and the things that you all find out and it's happened to um, many teams as Salisbury did that the further you go, the money
yeah.
becomes much bigger, and it can almost double with each league as you go on. You get professional, and you want better players. Your players then become much more pricier and stuff. So as long as you make provisions and can handle um, things going wrong occasionally, you know, there's no reason why you can't do it. You look at Bromley, who got up last year, and they've gone straight into League
Yeah.
One, and it's quite impressive. And when you look at what I know, Wrexham have had some massive backing, and they've probably got a bigger stadium so that they can get more money in. But they nearly made the playoffs in our league in the championship this year, and that would have meant if they could have gone up, you know, was it 4 or 5 consecutive
It was four. It
promotions?
would have been
Yeah,
four on the trot, which is
yeah,
just crazy.
which is crazy. But
It's making sure that
you,
that's sustainable, though, as well, isn't it?
it is, and they've got two multi-millionaire
Yeah,
actors in
which
America.
helps.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
helps enormously because when you hear them and they speak, they do tell you that, you know, that financially it is a
Yes.
massive thing. But what they did for the football club, they not only did it for the football club, they've done it for the town, which the series that they show on Netflix or whatever it is does show that, and I think that's important that whoever owns, and something we tried when we got in, that we tried to make this a family community sort of thing, to get the Salisbury people on your side and want to come up here and watch the games.
Which I think you did. I did. I think you
Yeah,
smashed that now.
I think we did, and we and I've been quite impressed now that your attendance is, you know, through a season where you lost more games than you won. You didn't. Fortunately, you stayed up quite comfortably, but it's not always easy when you're losing
No.
games to keep your. But you seem to get you seem to have got a good lot of people, regulars here now that are supported.
Yeah, it is a growing club, and I think it links with the Wrexham effect as well. I think a
Yeah,
lot of non-league fans, it brought a lot of attention to non-league,
I
and
think it's helped
I think
enormously.
it's helped
Yeah,
everyone.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. But
And it's also extremely expensive to follow Premiership, Championship, and to have your local team playing in a good league or whatever, and you get the excitement, and sometimes um, lacking the professionalism of the top ones. So that means you're not wasting time so much, and
mhm,
you don't get all the tricks that they seem to use,
VAR.
and VAR, which is killing the game.
Nick, I speak for myself and probably every ex-Salisbury City fan to say thank you, because I genuinely believe that you put Salisbury City Football Club on the footballing map.
Yeah.
Maybe along with Nev Beale at the time and
I
people that
think
helped, but
you're important as your team that you have. That you have your team on the pitch, but your team around you. If you haven't got the trust of your chairman and your board and the people that work for you, so that works from the office staff, and then like the kit man, the coach driver, or whatever. It's all important that you try to, you know, it's one big happy family, and I think that's the big thing that you've got to try. And this is a club that you can do that at, because at the moment, you're not getting 20,000 people there all the time, and you're not employing hundreds of people. You're employing 30, 40 people, sort of thing, and so you can do that. So that was always quite important for me.
mm. So what's next for Nick Holmes? Flying back to Florida, but is there any ventures in the pipeline?
Uh, no, no. I go back to work on Monday morning, and just get out on my bike, do a bit of cycling, go occasionally watch Orlando City play, so, and watch my grandkids play. That's what I do now.
Lovely. I love that. And when we reach the football league, I'm sure we'll have to have you over here something, Nick.
I tell you what, you make the football league, and I will certainly, next time I'm over, if there's a game, I would willingly come and watch.
Amazing.
I won't even ask for a complimentary ticket.
We can't give them away. Nick, thanks so much for your time. I really appreciate you coming
Pleasure,
in.
pleasure,
Cheers,
Dave.
mate.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you.